Good morning. Just taking a short drive north up the highway. Just going to get me daily exercise in. Got the dog in the back. Just popped into the old servo to get a ham, cheese, tomato toasty with a touch of Corona potentially. Yes, just wanted to get the dog out the house, let him have a run, have a bit of a walk around. And I might do a video today on just the cruiser, where it's at the moment. Oh, yeah, you can taste that Corona. No, I shouldn't joke about it. Anyway, yeah, so don't really know where I'm going, to be honest. I'm just going to drive and obviously want to find a spot where there is no one else. Shit, I thought that was the cops up here. Roadworks. Going to have a little cook up. I watched a video the other day on the old Mr. Buckarooni's channel. He cooked these enchiladas, or no, what are they called? Quesadillas. I don't know what they're bloody called. He called them Mexican umtaloops or something. But I was, to be honest, it looked bloody disgusting, but I know it tastes friggin' nice. So I want to give it a crack. I've never tried the bloody refried beans in the tin or whatever like you use, but I know it'll be good. Anyway, we'll keep driving and we'll keep you posted, and we'll have a good look around the cruiser where it's at the moment. Just cruising along here. Anyone up in North Queensland will would have noticed for sure the amount of butterflies that are out at this time of the year. It's incredible. I feel like a mass murder at the moment. I'm just cruising down the highway here and it's just one after the other. It's a mass murdering. It's horrible. But now, on a serious note, the butterflies and that everywhere, you get these yellow sort and these black ones with blue and white sort of markings all over them. Bloody beautiful. But I'll tell you what, you clean up a few wherever you drive, it's unreal. Alrighty, you're off the grey stuff. Pretty nice day, a bit of cloud just coming over now, but bloody, it's getting a lot cooler up this way now, which is bloody nice. Let's stop, chuck her in 4B. There we go. In she goes, the old auto lock and hubs. That's something a bit different for me. Just had a bloody truck drive past and smashed me windscreen. Fuck. Bloody fire burning out here. Unreal. Oh, it's because someone's camped here. Oh, that's certainly not abiding by the law. Half their luck. Not doing any harm, are they? Fucking no camping. What a load of crap. Fucking getting attacked by a little wiener. Fuck off, dog. Oh, beautiful spot. Oh, this little dog fucking follow me. Fuck off, you little fucking sausage dog wiener looking fucking stupid thing. I reckon this could be me here, I reckon. Oh, let's go for a little 4B. The old 45 PSI on the sand. She loves it. Jesus. Oh. Yep. Shit, she's a bit overgrown. Where else is taking me? Where are we going? Bit thick in here, I reckon she'd be mozzie riddle. Hey, good boy. What we got down here, mate? Hey? Ho, ho, ho. Beautiful. Yeah, straight in, loves the water. Absolutely loves it. Don't you, mate? Yeah? Oh my God, it's a bar. Too bad, eh? Hey? Hey? Just come out to this nice little freshwater creek here. The dog loves anything to do with water. Lucky! Lucky! Where are you? Here you are. Hey? You love it, don't you, mate? Out the cage. Yeah, so I just thought before I start going over this thing, I'd just like to point out, because I hate how people claim that they've built the ultimate tourer or the ultimate rig or whatever, and I'm sure when they say that in their video it's more of a thumbnail thing than anything, but I think the way you set up your own four-wheel drive and you know how you camp and all that's completely unique, and it's good to have different ways of doing it and that, and I don't think one way's better than another. There's so many factors that go into it, and weight and distribution and money and costs, and whether you like sleeping up high, down low, if you can climb upstairs, if you can, you know what I mean? Like, there's way too many things about it. So I thought I'd just start with that, just to say that I don't claim to have built the magic dream tour or anything like that. It's just what I've done with this one, and it's no different than my last car, which was a 1997 Toyota Hilux that I drove it until it had 500,000 kilometres. So I mean, and at that time that was my ultimate little setup, you know what I mean? So but anyway, I'll run through it, and before I set it up, I'll just show you how the back's packed, and I've pretty much got what I would take if I was camping today. It's pretty much how it would be. So anyway, we'll get going. What are you doing, mate? What are you doing? Yeah, I'll start at the front here. So basically it's just got the GME aerial there for the radio, a set of these Stedi Spotlights, Runva. I think I went with the 9,500 pound winch, and the Ironman bull bar with the 61mm pipe or something like that, whichever one the fat pipe is, which I think cruisers actually look funny without the fat steel sort of pipe and that. I reckon it doesn't look quite right, so that sort of suits it nicely. Now in terms of bull bars, I sort of basically started off with I went into ARB, TJM and Ironman, and I said, oh, here's what I want, here's what I'm buying, give us a quote. So I went around all three of them, did that, and then basically sort of they all give me their price, and then I went back in a few days later and said, alright, now what's your bloody best price? This is what I'm definitely buying today. And I like the Ironman for a few reasons. I've had ARB on the Luxie. You can't fault ARB. One thing I have heard is their powder coating's a bit slack, but we'll see. I know mine faded within a couple of years, so we'll see how the Ironman stuff goes. But apart from that, mate, like, I couldn't tell the bloody difference between the three of them, to be honest. And one thing I did like about the Ironman, besides the way it looked, is just sort of how the checker plate on the side steps was all black. not a fan of silver stuff, like say, that sort of was a bit of a selling point for me, strangely enough. But anyway, yeah, so that's pretty much the front, and there's nothing going on under the hood. Like I said, I've only done about 3,000 k's now. It's literally stock as a rock under there, which from going from a straight 3 litre Hilux non-turbo, I don't need any more power, and maybe later down the track that'll give me something to do anyway, play with that. Alrighty, come down the driver's side here. It's just still got the standard raised air intake. That's something I'd like to do down the track, is put a Max, or I don't know if I'm going to go a stainless or a plastic one, but these aren't sealed apparently, so it's a raised air intake, not like a proper sort of snorkel. I've got these off bloody eBay. I've always liked these things, just if it's raining or whatever, you can still have the window down a bit. Again, the Ironman side steps, brush bars, they're going up the front there. They're pretty good, eh? I rate them, they're sort of on, see that. Gives you quite a fair bit of protection under there, so happy with that. So I've gone with the 33 inch GoodRich all-terrains. I've always had muddies, but I just wanted to keep this one sort of half quiet and lucky. Don't you go away. Yeah, so the GoodRich 33 inch and some King D-hole rims, I think they're called. I'm not 100% sure, I can't remember. But I just wanted a pretty basic thing. If I scratched them or dented them or buggered them up, it's not an arm and a leg to replace. So when I bought it new, I sold the rims and tyres on it brand new, so that come up right. Yeah, so, and without spending a fortune, just to correct the wheel tracking sort of thing, I've just gone the neg 55s on the rear rims there. So I've got to carry 2 spares now, but anyway, that's another story. But I didn't want to do the wheel spacers. I know people that have been all around Australia with them. It wasn't that I was worried about them. Lucky. It was more just insurance reasons. Yeah, so just a 2-inch lift. Lucky. Yeah, I don't know if you can see that there. So the whole, just the full kit sort of thing. I forget what they call it, but it's sort of their upper range of their lift kits and springs and dampeners and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, really happy with it. Rides bloody beautiful. It really does. And I've got 300 to 500 kilo springs in the back, which is all good how it is now. The weight that's on it, the weight with me towing my boat, it rides nice. I reckon I potentially could go to a 600, like what, an extra spring maybe if I was towing the van, but time will tell. Around the back here, so I just modified this so I could still put a 33 in under there. It was pretty easy to do actually. I didn't want both of them on the back of the back. I mean, everyone knows about weight over the wheels, that these don't have the best sort of placement of the wheels in terms of your canopy, etc., your tray, etc. But I mean, make do, eh? So yeah, so one spare down there. Like I said, one's a neg 55 rim and one's your 0 offset. So 2 spares, a couple of jerrys on the back, just to give me that bit of extra fuel. We're meant to be doing a big road trip back to South Australia before some bastard decided to eat a bat, or Kim Jong-un and bloody Dennis Rodman decide to take over the world. Whatever's happening right now, I don't bloody know. But anyway, these jerrys are really cool though, because you can, obviously they're steelies, and yeah, you got lockable caps and whatnot for them. So you know, obviously you're not going to get expansion like a plastic jerry, and you know no one can sort of tamper with your diesel or whatever. Camp cover. I first saw these on, I think, Andrew St. Pierre for its Overland, or I think his channel's something like that. I thought they were brilliant. Nice looking bag that would suit this sort of build. Oh yeah, I've got the Heyman Reese tow bar here. That was just to get it out a bit further for towing the boat, the van, but obviously then you've got to watch your down weights and all that sort of stuff. So there's a bit more of a view. What else have I done at the back? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, just a reverse camera that I've wired up to the stereo. So So yeah, that's the back. Coming around to the driver's side now. Passenger side, sorry. So I got the Second Awning. I had that on the Luxy, so I've kept that. That was probably worth more than the car by the time I sold it, so I've kept that. I don't think there's anything different on this side than the other. That's pretty much it. Underneath here we've mounted a 60 litre water tank. I've sort of plumbed it all up with a kick-ass, like inline water pump, wired up to here, so I can probably just heard that prime then. And that's all with sort of food grade, you know, like caravan style water bloody hose, so you can, it's safe to drink. And I've got another extension where I'd plug onto a tap to fill it up basically, so you know it's always going through drinking sort of style hose. The old Max Trax. Oh, this is the last thing I mounted because I was bloody envy of drilling through my brand new Canopy, but I did it. And I think it looks bloody cool, to be honest. Like, I sort of haven't really seen that done, besides them sort of setups where they, you can buy them tables, drop-down table type things, which mount your Max Trax on. Again, that was on that Andrew St. Pierre, and I've seen a few other dudes do it as well. But I thought, nah, bugger it, I'm mounting it there, and so I drilled 4 holes in my brand new bloody Canopy, but I'm happy with it, looks good. So that takes me to the Canopy. So yep, got this one put on not too long ago actually, maybe 2 weeks ago now. And these under tray toolboxes, which I'm pretty stoked with. It's pretty nice Canopy. The money I paid for it wasn't like one of these crazy priced ones or anything like that. Yes, so pretty much a standard Canopy. Well, it's a custom made one. It's made for my sort of, it was all measured to the roll bar, etc. And I had this sort of section put in my dog box, which I'm loving. To be able to not stress whether the dog's bloody running around in the water just before you're about to go and all that. You know, you do miss the odd lick behind the ear when you're driving, but we'll make do without it. He loves it, he's happy, plenty of airflow. It's got all the laser cut side and front, so plenty of airflow. I think up here in the summer, no matter what setup you had, they're going to get hot. There's going to be times where you're not going to put them in there, but you know, that's just the way it is. I've got the solar on top as well. I don't know if you guys can see that in there. That's 160 watt. Call it a semi-flexi solar panel. That's just from bloody 4-drive super. So 120 bucks for 160 watt. The Luxy had a 130 watt on it, I think, and I never had to turn my fridge off. And that, I've had my, like I said, the Canopy's been on for 2 weeks, and I haven't turned my fridge off the whole time. So that's keeping up with it very nicely. So I won't go into everything. I've just sort of shown you sort of this is how it is. I've got out here. It's sort of packed how I'd go for camping. Sort of all your power set up there, and obviously my fridge, tub with all the cooking gear, etc. A few tubs and bits and bobs of camping gear, etc. So anyway, I'll get set up and I'll run through a bit more in depth of a few things, and yeah, have a bit of a chill out. Yeah, so as I was saying before, I think I mentioned the 65 litre, I think it is, with a inline pump on it. So here you go, come on. Have a drink, mate. You alright? Go on. Go on. There you go. So that's really handy, just for filling up pots and bloody washing shit off, maybe giving it a quick squirt before you put it back in the ute or whatever, or basically just conserving it for drinking water on the big trip. So bloody handy. One of the best things I've done. I've never had an onboard water tank really. I've always had jerrys, and again, there's nothing wrong with that. There's heaps of good ways to store water in jerrys and that, but I do love that little mod. I bloody love it. I wanted to have a little chat about this cooker. So it's the Coleman. Get the bloody model name. I'll everything I'm showing you, still it in that in the description if you want to check it out further. So this one's got your twin burners, and it's got this rectangular burner in the centre, and it's sort of designed that everything fits inside of it. So you've got your cable. So you can get these little canisters, propane. So you can connect them to that, or you can, which I find these are wicked for the boat. If I'm taking that out for a cook up on the boat on islands or something, I'll just take that instead of having to throw the gas bottle in. They're no bang for buck. Like these are about $10, and you know what I mean. You might get like you might get a weekend out of it if you're lucky. Whereas, so what are they? They're bloody, just under half a kilo, 453 grams. Whereas this is about, what's that? 2 kilos, so that's 4 of these, but this will definitely last more than 4 times longer. And so it kind of doesn't, it sounds like it wouldn't work out like that, but it bloody does. And then it's got your drip tray here, and then what I really like about this cooker is you can have it down, and then this will go in here. That's your drip tray. Get that out the way. The right way. That'll sit in here, and this is, like I said, all this comes in it. And then you've got a really nice bloody barbie plate. You just line the little gap up, obviously, with the drip tray. There you go, you got a nice barbie then as well. I do have a little baby Weber-Q. If I know I'm going to cook roast or something, I'll bring that too, but that does everything, you know, your pots, pans, 3 burners, and that's where that rectangle burner comes into it. For when you got the barbie plate on, because you've got, instead of just sort of having your 2, you got your complete sort of burn heat distribution. What am I trying to bloody say? Oh, push start and whatnot. But these are a little bit touchy. I thought buying a half expensive one. This is always a problem with gas cookers, I find, is they're either bloody full on or off. And this one's a bit better than your cheapie, but it's still not fantastic. It's still not great. You try to get it low, and then it's off, you know. So it's still a bit of an issue there, but pretty happy with it in general. So that's the bloody cooker. This bit of timber here, I think it was $25 from Bunno's, like as it is. I actually went sort of looking around for a piece of stainless or bloody alley or something. I was going to make something out of that, but the price of it was just ridiculous, so I didn't worry about it. But what started that idea was I was just packing up the sides for the tray, stacking them in my shed, and I just sort of looked at that and I thought, shit, I can make like a little side table off of this. So that's what that is. That's off the tray with, you know, that normally clip into these parts anyway. And all I had to do was just put this bracket on here just for that side of the table to lean on, and I put some rubber around it just so kids can't bloody lose an eye off of it or anything like that. So that keeps it steady up that end, and then I've just got that strap there that just goes down to there, and that keeps it solid as a rock, eh? And it's a bloody good height. I love it. I think it's a great little addition to it. So I've got a table in the back there as well, but if I don't have the kids and all that with me, I probably would never use it. Like, that's enough to cook. The other thing I use for a table is these Uniflame ones, mate. I love these bloody things, I really do. Like, they're a great little side. Hey mate, hello. Great little side table for your deck chair and whatnot. And I always take that in the boat with me if I know I'm going to have a cook-up. You've probably seen it in heaps of videos, people cooking on their bloody cast deck or something. Next minute they got a bit of a carpet fire or the boat's on fire or whatever. So one of them, obviously with your Steno top on it, bloody brilliant for that. Best little thing for the boat, I reckon, for having cook-ups. And, you know, even just for packing and putting on the beach or anything. So I've always got that. So yeah, that table, obviously all that, the cooker and everything, that just lives in this side here. That's just me cook box basically. So it'll have basically, I just put them pegs in there then, but just all your bloody herbs and spices and toothpicks and shit and gas bottles and stubbies, etc. like that. That all fits in there very easy with plenty of room. So if I go to Woolies or Coles on the way and whatever doesn't go in the fridge, all your dry food sort of, that gets put in there as well. So that's basically my cooking little setup. And then again, like if I'll bring the baby Weber Q or something like that, or you know, whatever, might cook on the fire pit, but that's just a basic style cook box basically. Alrighty, so the fridge I'm using, I had a Waco 50 litre. Nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Great fridge. I've actually still got it. I do have it up for sale if anyone's interested. Nah. But yeah, this one's the Engel 75 Combi, like the Dual Zone. I've always bloody wanted one. I thought bugger it. The reason sort of why I did was I had to sort of put these tie down points in. There's one down in here, and it's sort of I've done it so it's the battery's tied to it as well as the fridge. My other fridge obviously is a lot smaller. And I just didn't want to put these brackets in and then think, you know, 6 months, 12 months down the track I go buy a bigger fridge and now I've got holes in my canopy where I don't want them. So I thought, bugger it, I'll get the fridge I've always wanted. I'll get the one I need, because the 50, as soon as I went away with the bloody kids or something and the family, it was full. Couldn't even put a bloody beer in the thing. Yeah, so I just keep this. This is just me bloody cover for me. The winch, come with the winch. I just keep a few random things in that. Bloody fire glove, that's my shower nozzle for the water tank, bug spray, old army little pouch, that's just got some quick to get to essentials, bloody Panadol, washing up stuff, sunscreen, stuff like that. So here's the battery system, not that you can see much. So it's I got one of these kick-ass boxes. So that's got the DC to DC charger all on it. It's got all your USB ports and bloody cigarette sockets and all that sort of stuff. Come with a 120 amp battery. I don't normally buy, I'm not normally a big fan or advocate of battery boxes, because I sort of know how to wire up all these little things that you get with it. But for the price it was with the DC to DC and all that, it was just worth getting the package anyway. So yeah, that's the 120 amp, and then back there I've got another one. You're probably not going to be able to see that too well, but there's another 105 amp. I think it's just like a Sentry AGM battery. So I've run them two in parallel. And as I was saying, I haven't turned this fridge off once in 2 weeks. And obviously with all this Corona bullshit, I've hardly been driving as well. So that 160 watt semi-flexible solar panel is keeping up really good. As you can see there, like look at that. 13.2 volts. I think I've seen it at 13. Like it's just pumping. So here's my power board set up. I got this extra bar put down the front here, so I had a tie off point basically. So I haven't got a wing nut yet, but that's on hinges. So once that's a wing nut, I just undo that. Obviously I'll have to move the fridge a bit, but oh no, not really, because I've made it so it clears the batteries. And then that's on a door, so I can get to all the wiring behind it if needed. Yeah, just got your sort of eBay style USB things and switches and all that. I don't even think I've got anything wired to any of them. No, I don't. And then this part here is it's basically a mirror of my kick-ass 1200 watt inverter. So you can turn that on. So that's just giving me what's there. Obviously you can hide them. So that'll probably, to be honest, I don't have a lot of uses for an inverter. I suppose the missus could bloody, use some of her stuff for it, or if I was on a big trip charging Makita batteries, stuff like that. Laptops. Yeah, that's probably what I'd use it for. Laptops and drone. That's what I'll use it for. Got to justify it somehow, eh? Yeah, so here I've got my, forget what the name is. Yeah, hardcore lighting. So there's one there, you see, and there's one at the other side. So that's the switch for it here. And as you can see, it's on this knob setup, so I can dim it, make it bloody brighter and thingy, and then if I press it, it goes to red. I'm not going to see that in the daytime too well, but I love that. That's a friggin' awesome thing. So you just twist it to the left, and when that little green light's on, it means it's actually off. And you turn it to the right, on she goes. These bloody mesh pocket thingies are awesome, I reckon. So I've just got that there. So basically if I was driving or when I'm charging something, so I've got that cord there for my portable speaker or my head torch, I can just, you know, have that plugged in all the time, so when I go to use it, it's always fully charged. Little fire extinguisher here, you know, got to trust your own wiring. So I put that nice and close to the source of potential disaster. No, just a knife. What my favourite knife? Karasandi. Bloody thank you very much, Simon. I always say it, I bloody love the stuff you sent me, mate. Awesome Swedish knife. Actually, I'll chuck a link to his shop. I don't know how he's going with all this coronavirus bullshit, but I'll have to get in touch with him. But you'll see my Xrs later, and they're a big dealer, one of the bigger dealers in Australia for all this sort of hardcore Swedish knives and axes. That's me frog. He's a good pet. Like he's I'm gonna go catch a jungle perch on him soon. What else? I think that's about it. Yeah, so DC to DC, that's obviously all wired up to the battery. Look at it now, 13.4. She loves it. The thing with that battery, so the my solar's obviously unregulated, so that runs through the DC to DC, sorts out all the power distribution and whatnot from the solar. And it comes with 4 separate Anderson inputs. So one's labelled, I believe it says, it's got solar input, so that's wired Anderson. Another one's got your alternator. So this kit also come with the 5 metre cable from your starter battery down here to your dual batteries. Then you've got another two spare Anderson inputs there. One for my fridge eventually. I'm still running the standard cigarette plug for this, which is, I need to change that soon. And then I'll have one spare one, which I don't think I'll ever use. But yeah, I just thought I'd quickly say that. So that's basically this side. And with the Canopy, I sort of went these sort of nicer style handles. One thing it hasn't come with yet, it's got the poles here, so it's set up for central locking. It still cost me an arm and a leg to get it wired up, which I'm not in any rush to do. If I ever do it, I don't know. But at least it's there for if I future-proof. If I ever wanted to do it later on, I can hook this all up central locking. I love these bloody things here. I don't know why they're on there. I didn't ask for them, but these bloody towel hangers, I'm going to call them, can hang me clothes up or whatever to drip dry. Love that. Bloody handy. So this is basically the workstation. Kitchen side, got the bar, the cooker, you know, your power thing, got your fridge, all my cooking gear. One thing I haven't spoke about is my fridge. So it's just mounted to the floor. I haven't put any false floor in this Canopy, you know, to lift it up to get it over the lip, etc. That's a personal choice, which leads into the having no drop down fridge slide. So if you can sort of see how I've set it up, this is sort of my workstation, you know, where you're basically gonna do most of your sitting and chilling out and whatnot. And I just didn't like the idea of my fridge, like even if I turned it the other way, you know, like you slide it out and drop it down, and it potentially taking up the whole passenger side of my Canopy just to grab a beer out, you know what I mean? That, and it would have cost an extra bloody $1,000 by the time I built a floor and all that, but that was the main reason. I mean, money's one thing, but I would have done it if I wanted to do it. Do you know what I mean? That's why I've chosen not a drop-down fridge slide. It gives me this much better workstation. And to be honest, this bloody car's that big. Just about everything I do, I've got to use a ladder. And I got this from Bunno's. Just a quick bloody... That's it. You know what I mean? Grab it out the car. Done. And I reckon I could get that out off of here. That's where it sits. Put it on the ground, open my fridge and grab a beer quicker than someone could undo their fridge slide, drop down fridge slide. But, do you know what I mean? I can reach anyway, I can grab stuff out, but if the missus or the kids or whatever, you know, this will normally just be sitting somewhere around and, you know, up you come, plenty of height and whatnot. So that's the reasoning behind that. More of a space issue than anything. So thought I'd just have a little chat about that. Alrighty, so this is the inside the driver's side. Hey mate. So that's basically how it is. I've got another table in there if needed, like I spoke about before. I've got my hiking pack there. It's got like a tent and whatnot in it. A few things just so if I ever wanted to, you know, pull up and bloody go for a hiking camp or something from my bloody base point I could. And just carry my swag. Underneath that's a Snow Peak fire pit. Bloody love that thing, awesome. And if the dude that won the fire pit competition I put up, if you're watching this vid mate and I haven't dropped that off to you yet, don't stress bud, I keep bloody forgetting, but I will get it to you very soon. Sorry about that mate. Anyway, so yeah, and what I've chose, I suppose, I might flip you around. Another thing I've chosen to do through a few little reasons was not going drawer systems. Now I built my last one in the Luxie. That was like a tub back with your fiberglass style canopy basically. But this build, I thought I don't want the weight of drawers and shit. Like some of the drawer systems I looked at, like a single drawer can be close to bloody 30-40 kilo. I think well there's them butterflies I was talking about. I think a twin drawer with the fridge slide like you get from Full Drive Super Centre, which is pretty much a most common one because it's about the only bloody affordable one. I think that's over 60 kilo empty. Don't quote me on that, but 60 kilo. Now everyone knows GVM's a big thing these days. Like it's not bloody, it's not as hidden down in the closet as it always had been. So that's why I've gone bugger it. I'm going tubs. It's just about the same anyway. You open your drawer, you've got these different compartments full of shit basically. So that's what I've done. The tubs I've got it from the Bush Company. Now they're fully waterproof, you know, like dust proof, all that sort of stuff. Airtight, that's the word I'm looking for. I think there's a few companies that are using these boxes and just throwing their bloody logo on it as far as I know. These are like tie down points here. So that's not into the thing. They advertise them bloody driving cars and shit over them, so and they're all stackable. So basically this one's all the cooking gear I'll ever need, and this one's random bits and pieces, but I'll run through them. So basically I've got all my cookers, like gas cookers, all that sort of shit in the big tub there on the passenger side. And then this one's utensils and pots and pans and frying pans and chopping boards and etc. So that's them two. Going through that, my swag. That's just my deck chair bag. Alright. Now this thing up here. So, bit of a contraption, isn't it? I was looking at cargo nets and they're pretty expensive. And then I was sort of, a lot of these shit I just, especially lately, fucking bored out of my bloody brain and just wandering around the shed, and I'll just come up with random ideas. So that's what this is. This is like one of them trailer cargo bloody net thingies, and I've doubled it over, and I thought, fuck, it's worked out really good. Like the amount of shit up there is incredible. It's all out the way. As you can see, I've got my fishing rods up there. I've got like hammocks, bug nets, sleeping bag liners, knives. I've got hammocks, bloody tarps, pillows, mattress, air mattress, bloody eggshell mattresses, shitloads of stuff up there, you know, and that just saves the clutter on the floor. Oh, the floor, I just bloody got some of that rubber sort of checker plate matting from Bunnings. Yeah, I think that idea is brilliant. Like, it's quite sturdy, you know, it bounces around a bit, but saves digging through all that shit just to open a tub or something, doesn't it? So I'm happy with that. Here I've just mounted a carpeted piece of timber to the dog box. Basically, this is all one canopy, it's just sectioned off internally, which has just given me a nice mounting wall where I can mount stuff. So I've got my 3 axes from Brunswick there, from Simon again. Thanks again, buddy. So I got them mounted there. I got my Combi silky saw. I generally use that on hiking trips. Got my old ENT there, old shovel, just another knife, and I'm sure over time that'll I'll just keep screwing shit off to that. But it's just nice to have a piece of timber to screw to. There's my other light. So them hardcore lighting, you can keep joining them like it's the never-ending story, basically. You can keep adding to them. What else? I think that's about it. Oh yeah, the old dog box. So I just grab his bed from home, throw that in, and off he goes. And I did wonder if I was gonna, I undernard about this separate dog box thing, or separate area of dog box. So I thought, oh, I'm not gonna have enough room. But to not have all his hair and dirt and water being a part of all my bloody camping gear and stuff is the best decision I ever made. I absolutely love having the dog box and room. I can't, you know, I don't know why I thought I wouldn't have room. Like, this is fully loaded. Have a look at it. Like, I've never had a alley canopy, and it's incredible how much bloody room you've got. So that's that. Yeah, I think that's about it. You might have saw in the video me setting this awning up. I don't know if I mentioned it. So it's the brand's 30-second awning. Again, everything I'm talking about, I'm going to link it in the description below if you're interested in having a look or whatever. Yeah, 30-second awning, that's the actual brand, and I love it. It's a brilliant awning. It's probably gone from a 30-second awning to a 2-minute awning because I can't reach anything on it, so I'm going to walk around my little kiddie step ladder. But anyway, that's all right, isn't it? Got this bloody centre pole here that props it up, which gives it a peak, and if you can see, every edge of it's lined with zippers. I'm not going to do it today, but I can probably chuck a photo up now of, I've got just one wall, and what I do is I zip it off to this part here, and it goes down there, and it's got a big mesh window in it that I can unzip or, you know, close up or whatever. So it just clears the table and the cooker, which gives obviously a windbreak for your whatever you're firing up on the barbie, and that works brilliant. I've only set it up once, like I said. This is all just happened basically. And then bedding wise, probably that's a whole nother topic, I suppose. Now I'm all for rooftop tents. I reckon they're bloody brilliant. I've only had a cheapie sort of one, but I've looked right into them, and the hard top ones and the clamshell ones, and you know, like you got the Bush Company, the bloody Alley Cab, Bundertech, and there's probably 5 or 6 brilliant brand ones, I reckon. And I've come this close to buying one over the last couple of years, I suppose, but I've held off, and I'm glad I did, because I don't want this rig to be this big, heavy, bloody, luggish, not a bit luggish, but you know what I mean. I just wanted to stay half light, and even trying to stay half light, I'm still half heavy, do you know what I mean? So if I didn't watch these things, I'd be friggin' pushing GVM potentially, I don't know. But that's why I don't have a rooftop tent. I've gone back to my old ways. Fucking swag. If I'm on my own, I got my swag. I can put a stretcher down, or I can just throw it on the ground and go to sleep. It's a self-standing one, like a dome one with the centre bloody pole. And part of that reason was I got a caravan like a while ago now, but I kind of figured if I was camping with the family, most likely we're gonna have the van in tow anyway. So, but yes, yeah. So this little camp cover bag here works out well. Sort of, you know, the positioning. It's, you can put a bin liner in it, and I've got my rubbish bag, and all this extends out. So you can make it bloody bigger or smaller, and different bloody pockets, one there, one there, one there. Bloody love that thing. So yeah, that's pretty much the 30-second awning and sort of what it covers. Pretty happy with it. Pretty high. What a glorious day. Bloody birds. Amount of butterflies that are out, unreal. Shitstain, what are you doing? Hey? It's a good thing bringing your dog out with you, especially when you're on bushwalks and stuff, because when you think about it, if you ever got lost, you know, couldn't find your way back, and you know, you're getting a bit hungry, push come to shove, I don't know about you, but I'm not the best hunter, so nah, just fucking around. Hey, you're a good boy, aren't ya? Get your ball. Where is it? Get your stick. Where's your... Here. Here. Ready? Have a sniff. Oh, you're an idiot. Another little thing I just got. I thought I'd better throw a butt bucket. I'm a dirty smoker, and I hate, and I mean hate, bloody durry butts on the floor. Even at my house, if I do it, or the wife does it, we're both bloody dirty smokers, but it shits me. So if you're a smoker, either butt them out and put them in the bin, or just get yourself a butt bucket. Throw it in the Forby anywhere. Keep Australia clean. Have a look at it. This spot doesn't deserve durry butts. Anyway, as I was saying, I'll just show you what's in my camping boxes. So this is the cooking one. So I've got a cook set from Drifter. This thing's pretty cool. In a nice durable canvas bag with YKK zips and all that. So frying pan, lid, two lids. There's your handle. It's just screwed in or whatever. And you got your different pots. So it's got an actual rice cooker pot, which that would be the handle there. That's for cooking your rice and all that. Strainer, and then your big pot at the bottom. So 3 pots, a frying pan and a strainer. Snow Peak stainless plate set. So there's 2, 4, 6, well 4 sort of plate style things, and 2 sets of bowls. Then I've just got a set of Snow Peak tongs, little ladle thing here from Snow Peak, egg flip. I've got a couple of KFS sort of sets, fork, knife, spoons, or whatever you want to call them, knife, fork, spoon. Snow Peak chopping board. Yeah, Snow Peak chopping board, bloody beautiful thing. Comes with a nice, really sharp knife. In a boot liner bag also. This was all purchased through Drifter. Yes, this is my coffee bag. So these canvas YKK zips bags, they're from the Bush Company too. So these are designed, you can have, like they come in different arrangements to how you want to set them up in there or whatever. So in this one I've just got a couple of coffee mugs for me and the missus. Normally a container with coffee and sugar in it. Jet boil, and just some like gas. Got a little Alton goods grill, It's a little hiking grill, just for cooking over the fire. Again, all these will be linked down below if you're interested. I think this is sort of to do more with hiking as well. At least if I have it all in the car, I'm not limited. I can pack a bag and head over the hills. Oh yeah, there's my other plate. So I just got a non-stick little frying pan. I have got the little handle there for hiking. It's another Snow Peak plate and a little chopping board. That's just designed to go in there, so I'm not near the car. So that's my cook box, utensil box. Let's go on there. Yeah, and as I was saying, they're bloody sturdy. You know, you can friggin' jump up and down on them. No water if you had to tie them on your roof or whatever. At least you know they're waterproof. I'll just grab the other one. So this is all my its and bits box basically. Fucking sweating like a bloody pedo in a Barney costume. Right. Hey, what are you doing, mate? Big sook. Get in. So in here, I've got, Lucky, get out for a sec. Got my beer mug. I bought this through Instagram. What's the company called? Grimfrost. It's like a big Viking cup made out of proper horn and that. I think they're the company that make all the bloody props and shit for Game of Thrones and that series Vikings. I thought it was cool. I poured an old Melton Mango in her, and I reckon it come to about here, whole 110. So I reckon you'd fit about 4 beers in it. So that might be good one night when we're getting serious. Apart from that, it's not that flash. Then I got these two more of these organiser bags. So these are the size where it's designed to fit 3 per box. But anyway, what's in this one? This is a little pack that I take hiking with me in my backpack. That's just got that's that handle for the frying pan and knives and forks and little Opnel knife, KFS set, bloody life straw, little thingies and Swiss Army knife, little bits and pieces and some spare batteries for microphones and head torches and just all that sort of stuff. That's a little it's Tasmanian tiger pouch kit. Little first aid kit. Got another one in the car. Bloody hell, I have to write it on the screen. There's a dude on Instagram from down in Victoria. Aussie Bushcraft, or can't remember. I'll put it up on the screen. He's made me a lot of leather sheaths and stuff for my Grunsfors Brook axes and that from Simon. He whipped me up this leather pouch here, like a tinder pouch. Not the tinder you're thinking about, but you put all your fire starting gear, and if you find any birch bark or just natural fire stuff, that'll keep it sort of weathered. Some bloody fire lighters, another fire glove, one of them torches for your butane cans. Bloody hell, I had to change cameras, me friggin' SD card's full. Jeez, I must be talking some shit. I don't think I've ever filled a card before. Some first aid scissors. What the hell is that? Insect repellent? I don't know what that is. Then I've got my tow hitch, recovery point, so you know what I mean, for the tow bolt. That'd probably already be on if I wasn't towing anything and I was heading off road. So that's what's in that one. That's basically what's in that box. And like I was saying, you can stack them and then you can tie them down from these corners where the holes are and whatnot. Put a strap over them if you wanted to. So that's them. Like I was saying, hope you can hear me from back there. The online pump, that's obviously the connection there. Put that one in just for filling up pots and whatnot. And then if you want to get serious, oh, that is shooting miles. Hey Lucky! Hey! Hey! Yes, I don't know if you can see that, shooting a long way. And then if I wanted to have a bloody shower or something, I'll sit there and have a scrub up with that. Beautiful shower stream. That pump that's in there is from Kickass, the inline pump. Bloody good price too, like a lot cheaper than the shops. Hey Lucky. Hey. And I think it's the, I'll put it on the screen what size it is, but it's 17 litres a minute. I remember that's the second biggest one. And it probably is too powerful just for filling up pots and shit, but at least, you know what I mean, you can have a proper wash with it, squirt your stuff off, and it gives you a bloody nice shower. So in these under tray toolboxes, going with the same handles as the Canopy, just all my recovery gear. So I got my compressor there, nothing fancy about that, all the little bits and bits for it. I've also got a snatch strap in there and a tow rope, and then the other side, pretty much everything we need sort of thing recovery wise. Yeah, so this one, snatch straps, tree trunk protectors, bloody, I think I've got about 2 or 3 snatchies. I've got tow ropes and bloody snatch blocks, shackles, all that. Got a little bag here with some WD-40 and duct tape and degreaser, bits and bits pieces like that. So I quite like having these just for all that sort of stuff. It's probably one big tub less in your Canopy, so I think they look the part too. So this door's actually got to get replaced. When they fitted it, how it got packaged from Brizzy, because it was made in Brisbane, the Canopy and that, the way they packed it, this was rubbing. So when he gets that in, we'll replace it, as well as the bars for the central locking. But yeah, that's me recovery gear. Just having a cook up before I sort of start packing up and that. Like I said, I'm not camping out here. I mean, you could easily get away with it and that, but we'll try to do the right thing. Never really tried. I've made similar stuff, but I've never tried some of these ingredients and that. So I'm not even going to give this recipe a name because I got it off Mr. Buckaroni. But all it basically is, you get some style of wrap. Doesn't have to be bloody Mexican, just some sort of tortilla. Bit of grated cheese. What is this one? The 4 cheese melt. Perfect for melting and grilling. Now, this is the stuff that I've never tried. He did his with refried beans. These are from old El Paso. And I got to say, Buck, it looked bloody revolting, but I knew it would taste good. So this is what's going in it. Refried beans, bit of enchilada cooking sauce, and I think he mixed that in with that just to soften it up a bit, loosen it up. I think he just put some chilies, sorted chilies in his. I don't have any chilies. I've got an onion. I'm going to chop up. I'm going to fry a bit of onion with mushroom first, and some capsicum, green capsicum, some green peppers. So I'm going to chop them up, quickly whip them up on the barbie just to cook them. And I'm going to mix these two together, chuck them on the wrap, cover the shit out of it in cheese, because cheese is God. Fold it in half on the barbie. Bloody easy. Love the idea, Buck. Can't wait. Hungry as. Hey, you want one? You want one? Old Master Splinter? Right, let's get going. The old Snow Peak bloody chopping board. Alright. Like I was saying, we'll go a bit of onion. Don't need much, I'm only making one. Ooh. These bloody Snow Peak knives are friggin' sharp, man. Definitely see me kitchen skills are one to be reckoned with. Absolutely love mushrooms. Probably eat half of them as they're cooking. Mushroom, green peppers, and onion. Alrighty. Fire up the old barbie. Jesus. Alright, on goes the mushroom, capsicum and onion. So, we get that there. We'll put this on, put a half of it. Not all the way to the edges apparently, because it will spill out. Hey Buck. Capsicum, onion and mushrooms. Bit of cheese. Load it up. Love the cheese. From there, I believe, we'll fold that over. Oh. Alright. There we go. Almost forgot the old bloody guacamole and sour cream. Looks good, eh? About to leave, I forgot to run through the interior. Black duck seat covers, front and rear. They're a really nice canvas seat cover. Do a lot of fishing and boating and stuff, so it's nice to just know that my seats are protected. Got these Bedrock floor mats, so they lock in and they're all shaped to each specific vehicle. The Outback centre roof console, I've actually done a video on installing that if you're interested at all. Yeah, and then I've got the Xrs Connect UHF there. Yeah, spoke about the aerial. Then I've got the Cruiser console, center console, so I've upgraded that. Gives you a big armrest. The stock one was like down here somewhere. Gives you a couple of drink holders, etc. Dash mat here's from the Bush Company, love that. Gives you these three big pockets here, and they're all Velcro, so you can pull them off. Just keep the first aid kit and in that one, and in here's just some sunglass cleaner, etc., and watch and bloody spare sunnies. Just, I don't know, just good to put random stuff in. What else have I done in here? Just got some RAM mounts. This one holds me GoPro when I'm talking shit to the camera or whatever, or filming driving. So yeah, that's for the GoPro, and then another RAM mount here for the mobile. I changed the head unit to the Sony. I'm not going to say it's the Sony 743.11294. I hate it when people say that shit, like you know what they're bloody talking about, but I don't know what it is. It's just a Sony head unit. It's got Apple CarPlay, all your maps and bloody Spotify, Bluetooth phone, all that sort of stuff. So that's that. I've upgraded just the 4-inch speakers, just chucked some Sony ones in there too. There's a little microphone there for your stereo as well. Installed the Red Arc Tow Pro. That's amazing. Can't believe how good that one is. Yeah, switch here for the spotlights. I think that's about it on the interior. In the back here, yeah, like I said, it's just a standard, pretty standard. Just got this little thing off eBay just to store whatever in. Back of the console there. I've got a video of installing that too if you're interested. Again, just the seat cover over the back and the same floor mat for the rear. I really rate them, awesome, same as the seat covers. Jack and all that's behind there, that's stock standard. That's pretty much the interior. That's the other thing I forgot to say, my armrest. these here. I can't remember where I got them from. I'll chuck it up on the screen and the link will be in the description. They just clip into your window here. Got little rubber parts where so it doesn't scratch your paint and shit. But yeah, bloody good. Well, thanks for watching if you made it this far. Hope you got something out of that. If you like an idea, drop us a comment. Or if you think some of the stuff I did was stupid, drop us a comment. Tell me how I could have done it better. Yeah, again, thanks very much. Drop us a comment, like, share, I don't know, all that crap. If not, we'll see you on the next vid. Hopefully a little bit of a mission out the boat again, out the reef or something like that. Righto, cheers, enjoy, stay safe.